Have you ever wondered about virtual school, what all it entails, what to expect? Have you ever wondered how virtual school differs from homeschool or traditional public schools? If so, then you're going to want to keep watching because today I'm interviewing Anna Hopkins, owner and lead teacher over at Exceptional Village Academy. And we're really going to get down to the nitty-gritty of what to expect when enrolling your kids in virtual school this fall. Hi guys, this is Brittany with All Day Britney, and today I'm chatting with Anna Hopkins, owner and lead teacher over at Exceptional Village Academy. Anna has over 28 years of experience in special education and traditional schooling, and so now she has started this amazing program for K through 12. It's a virtual school, and I know a lot of us parents are trying to kind of look at alternative options to traditional public school, especially like with the pandemic going on and, you know, for a host of other reasons. And so I figured who better to chat with than Anna. So thank you so much for chatting with me today.
You are so welcome. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes. So tell me about Exceptional Village. How did you get started?
Oh my gosh. Exceptional Village is a page I've had on Facebook for a couple of years now. It's a play on the fact that I've had so much special ed experience.
Right.
And just like last month, with COVID and a lot of traditional students having to do online virtual school, I just randomly got the idea. I was like, it was just an inspiration. I thank God for that.
Yeah.
Put out in an awesome Facebook group just to put out a feeler post of who would need more help or who's looking for an online homeschool program.
Mm-hmm.
When I say that I got over 800 comments and likes and loves and literally over 500 comments saying interested, yes, about time, especially since it was geared toward African-American students. And we are studying African-American history. I think a lot of recent events that happened in our environment and just overall, people are starting to really, want more information about their roots. Where are we from? Is this a new kind of civil rights thing going on? It's like a new civil rights era going on. And it's like an awakening happening. So more and more parents are really wanting their children to actually know where we're from, what we're about, and realize we have a deeper culture and a deeper heritage that you get than you're hearing in just on February on Black History Month. So Exceptional Village Academy is like 365 African American history.
I love that. Yes. I was actually going to ask you about that because I did see on your Facebook that you have a focus on like African American history and culture and all of that. So that's awesome because you're right. We do not get enough of that in schools right now. And normally it just kind of falls on the parents. There are things that me and my husband still learn and we're like, did you know about that? No, did you? So that's awesome. So that is just like is that like an extra part of the curriculum? Like how do you work that in?
That is our social studies curriculum.
Awesome.
A lot of it, I'm 50 and I don't know that much about African American history. Right. So my students realize that we'll be learning together.
That's awesome.
This is going to be a journey. I love being that kind of teacher that lets students know that I don't know everything.
Yeah.
Students hate that. I hate that. You sit there, you're sitting there, you're like, oh my God, I'm one of those teachers, no, we're going to be on this learning journey together for African American history.
Yes, I love that. Okay, so virtual school. So I feel like the question on everybody's mind, especially coming off of like this whole like pandemic, way of schooling, how involved does the parent have to be? What is expected from us?
Well, traditionally, how they did it the last couple of months, I don't think it was too successful. I'm in a lot of teacher groups on Facebook, and they were like, epic fail. Because they weren't trained to be virtual teachers. I'm not trying to say I'm virtual trained as well, but I kind of learned from what not to do.
Gotcha.
So with my school, Exceptional Village Academy, our K-2s, which my daughter will be the teacher for the K-2 level, she's phenomenal. Background in psychology. She's going to be working on her master's in English. She's just as passionate as I am.
Awesome.
She's going to be the K to twos. Now, on that level, we're only going to do 1 day a week for an hour and a half.
Okay. Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. The parents understand that the rest of the week will be scripted for them. More guidance than actual, you have to do each actual activity. Do what's best for your child. Gotcha. And we also have an e-tool that supports the whole school as well, K through 12. Okay. So each student has to get on the e-tool that we provide. So with the younger ones, just once a week. Now my 3 to 12s, we meet once a day, only for an hour. Like Monday is English, Tuesday is math, Wednesday is science, Thursday is our social studies, and Friday will be our elective. Okay. And Thursday for high school, they also have the foreign language as well, because we know exactly how many Carnegie units you need. Oh yes, we do transcripts. We operate as a private school, but in most states we're considered a homeschool. So okay. I've done my research about exactly what's needed on the high school level, right, what's needed on the middle school, and for the elementary. Gotcha. So the school is divided into 4 levels. We have K to 2, 3 to 5, then we have our middle school, which is 6 to 8, and our high school 9 to 12.
Got you. Okay. And so I know you mentioned the getting straight with the different states and everything. So how will we know if we are, basically eligible to participate in something like this? What's the first step?
Well, the first step is filling out the interest form. Okay. And on the interest form, it asks what state are you in, and there's a drop down. Okay. So if you don't see your state on the drop down, most likely it's not that we would not serve you. It'll probably be more difficult for you to sign up for homeschool, because we looked at most of the states are homeschool friendly. States like New York and Pennsylvania, it's not impossible, but it's more, the rules are stricter to follow. And some people don't want to jump through those hoops per se. Some people do. Right. But so we chose the more home friendly states to serve for our school.
Cool. Yeah, I know in Oklahoma here, we're pretty, I don't want to say black, but they're very accepting. So that's
homeschool friendly.
Yes, absolutely. We love that. Yes, definitely. And so I know, so you said you guys meet with the older kids at least once a day. And then, so that means they actually get FaceTime with you, the teacher then, correct?
Yes, exactly.
That's
and it's not, we don't do recorded, and a lot of parents ask, well, what does the FaceTime consist of? Yeah. We are not a worksheet, canned curriculum kind of school. When we get together face to face, we do a lot of Socratic seminar. We do a lot of supporting our reports that we wrote about, or if you constructed a model or something like that, you're going to show the group what you did. Like maybe on a science day, you have to have your rotation where you're going to demonstrate a lab. Okay. So the kids are really involved in their schooling. Gotcha. And I even have some of my students helping me design some of the electives based on their interests. So, nice. Yeah, we have like one student, he's interested in anime. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need you to help me with that one. He said, all right. So he's gonna be part of my curriculum designer, anime elective course.
I love that. That really allows them to take kind of a front seat in their own education, which you don't get with public school. That's pretty much, well, this is what I need to do and shut up and do it. So yeah, I feel like they'd be a lot more invested in it when they have a say over, what their day looks like. I love that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then, so we already covered how long. And so let me ask you this. So I know you mentioned in the group. So then are the students able to actually interact with each other as well?
Yes. Yes. They'll see each other. So, and that's one of the bigger things that you really don't get with a lot of, let's say, free public virtual schools. Gotcha. Because the class size is so huge. Usually they'll shut down the chat rooms. You don't see who's in the classes. I want the students to see that these are faces that look like theirs. They may have different perspectives, but it's going to be positive experience with faces that look like yours. And that's not something they've seen a lot. I've had one family tell me this is the first time their child's going to have a Black teacher. And and they're starting 5th grade. Wow. So these are,
Yeah.
So these are pretty interesting experience, and a lot of our students in our school have had some pretty negative experiences,
Mm-hmm.
either from teachers or from their peers.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to see that the teacher is for me and my students are for me. You know, my peers are for me as well. So
Yeah.
this is a positive experience for them for the first time in their school career.
Wow. That is amazing. That's awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes. So, okay. So, talking to parents who are watching this interview and they are trying to decide whether to kind of go full force with the virtual option, what is the one thing that you want them to know about this experience?
Let me see. The one thing I want them to know about this experience is this is not like traditional school at all.
Yeah.
We don't do what I call canned curriculum.
Right.
I don't choose like a textbook series and we work from that. We let the students dictate what their learning needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you do the enrollment form, when you pass that level, because we have certain levels. I do the phone interview. I have to talk to everybody on by phone.
Mm-hmm.
Then I need to see a web conference and see how we interact, and you want to go on from there. On our enrollment form, I ask the students, what are your hobbies? What are your interests?
Mm-hmm.
I want to know their learning styles, because that lets me know that, okay, I can shape certain projects this way, shape certain projects that way. It's really prescriptive.
Yeah.
And something totally different. So I want parents to know that this is not, don't think, okay, is it going to be like this? It's going to be like no other experience you've ever had before.
Yeah.
But it's going to be something that the students will finally look forward to. It's going to be something positive, and it's organic. If we have in mid-flight, if we have to do a backflip and switch, we're going to do that. Anything that's going to really get our students to learn and to be positive and have that. My thing is about growth mindset. It's not, so many of our students are like, I can't, and they've given up. I have a lot of kids that have lost hope. Motivation is zero.
Yeah.
I want them to be like, you know what are we going to do today?
Yeah.
What can I, what can I do tomorrow? Get that enthusiasm back. So some of the parents that are leery, that are like, oh my God, what is it going to be like? I really couldn't tell you, but I know it's going to be an experience that you've never had before.
Yes.
Each year will be different, but your child will want to learn. And finally, your child will be like, okay, guess what? I can do it. Whatever it is, I can do it.
Yeah. I love
that.
Yeah. I love that. Well, I'm excited. So that is super cool. I didn't really know, like what to expect, because I think a lot of people think virtual school is basically just like homeschool, but where you have to be in charge of a lot and you have to jump in, but this sounds that this is like a whole other level. So that is really, really cool.
Yeah, it's different. I didn't really base it on any model I've seen, because I've not seen a model like I want to do. Awesome. I guess after 28 years, I know what not to do.
Yes. Yeah. Experience. Can't beat that. Well, thank you again. Thank you so much for doing this, and tell everyone where they can find you for more information.
Well, for more information, you can find me on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, Exceptional Village Academy. And the very first post on there, I made sure I kept it up to the top, is our interest form. So just fill out the interest form and expect a call from me. And it tells you right there on my number. So you feel like, okay, this number pops up. Who's this?
Yes.
This is Anna Hopkins. And I am crazy. I tell everybody I have 5 minutes of serious. After that, I'm good. I'm done. I can't. I got 5 minutes. My 5 minutes is up. So.
You have to be able to laugh. Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you again. So I hope you guys have learned a lot about virtual school, and definitely keep that as an option. And we'll drop Anna's links in the description below. And thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Brittany.
Thank you. Yes.
Fun, right? So if you enjoyed listening to me chat with Anna, make sure you hit that like button and also drop a comment below. And if you feel led, you can also share. If you enjoyed the content and you want to see more like it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we've got a lot more coming at you very soon. See you guys later.